first layout for the year. This is a Baby Got Scraps layout. I love this series so much. It's just a month of using up your scraps and creating all kinds of gorgeous layouts and making a little more room in your stash. Maybe you got some new stuff for Black Friday or Boxing Day and you probably need to make some room. And this is a great way to just pull out all of those scraps and get creating. I created my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit kind of with the idea of scraps in mind for January. We're also using a theme for January of hot beverages. Every month we're going to have a theme to kind of help guide us in building our kits, but for January the theme is hot beverages. So there is obviously a lot of coffee and tea themed stuff, but then I also threw in a bunch of Christmas stuff because I didn't actually do any scrapbooking of any Christmas. I went through my Christmas stash. I did post some videos of that, but I didn't create any layouts in November or December. I've been going through withdrawals a little bit, but I don't know. I couldn't sit at my desk for a long period of time when I first had my surgery, and then I kind of lost my mojo and I just really wasn't feeling it. I was a little bit down, I think, leading up to the holidays, and just I was told it's possible that I could get this sort of post-surgery blues. A lot of people do apparently, and I think I was definitely feeling that, just not feeling totally like myself throughout the holidays, and we missed out on a lot of things because I couldn't physically do them. Anyways, I didn't do any scrapbooking and I'm going through Christmas scrapbooking withdrawals. So there will be some Christmas stuff. Hopefully you guys aren't burnt out from that. I won't inundate you with just all Christmas all month long, but there will be a few of them here and there because I need to get my Christmas scrapbooking in somehow. So I created a few page kits to go into my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit that are Christmas, which I think works with the theme anyways, because I don't know about you guys, but hot, cozy beverages just screams Christmas and winter and comfort to me. So I think it works with the theme. So the first kind of kit that I pulled out is these scraps that I have left over from this Bella Boulevard kit. I never had the full kit, so I never even had any 12 by 12 pages. I only had the 6 by 8 paper pad and this washi tape booklet that you see me working with right now. And then I had the ephemera packs. So the washi tape booklet, I've definitely used the most of that. You can see that I think all but one of the pages was almost entirely used. There was one full page and then everything else was basically just scraps. And then in the paper pad, I only have a few pages left over, kind of the ones that I was holding on to and just being a little bit stingy with are the ones that were left over. I don't use up that entire paper pad. I do put a really good dent in the washi tape though, and use up basically all of it except for one sheet, and even that sheet isn't a full sheet. So I do really good with using up all of those scraps. And then I also only had a few pieces of ephemera left over. I think maybe like 9 or 10 of them, and I get most of them put onto this layout as well. So I think as far as using up scraps go, this was definitely a success for this layout. And here you can see I popped 2 full pieces of paper down. I used another 3 pieces to map my photo. The only one that I did kind of be a little stingy with is that doesn't sound like proper English. The only one that I was slightly stingy with was the navy blue one, because it was the only navy blue left over. And I figured if I am going to use those papers and create another layout at some point, I might want a little bit of that navy blue. And so I did gut the piece that I used, and I also kept the little chunk that I cut off the side. I did keep the other scrap that I kind of cut from the polka dot paper, but that was more just because I cut it off and I kind of kept all the scraps together. It's probably if I really was pushing myself to use up the scraps or get rid of them, I could probably get rid of that piece. But since I know I have enough to make another layout, I kept it. But yeah, I basically got 5 pieces of paper used up, most of the washi tape booklet, most of the ephemera that I had left over. So I think I did a pretty good job of killing these scraps, and I'm just going to pop them back into the page protector, and I don't know, I might pull them back out and use them again this month, or I might just kind of keep them as a kit in my How to Kill a Kit With style container and use them for one of the Christmas in days that I decide to scrap. That's on the 25th of every month, so I could use it then. But I think I did a pretty good job with these scraps for my very first layout back in a few months. So here, yes, you can see this is all I have left over from the washi. And then the background paper is a piece that I got in a paper pack, and I got it at Dollar Tree, believe it or not. And I think it had, can't remember if there were 8 pieces or 10 pieces of paper, maybe even 12. It was probably 12. It was 2 pieces each of 6 different patterns, I think. And so it was sort of like a American Crafts mishmash of collections. It didn't actually label any of the collections specifically, but kind of looking at them, you can tell that there was some Maggie Holmes and crepe paper, and yeah, just those types of backgrounds, and or those types of patterns, I should say. And I pulled this one out because it has the beiges and the creams and a little bit of brown, which sort of is the coffee and tea colors to me, hot chocolate colors. And so that was already in my stash. So I kind of liked how the background mimics the set of the Santa photos, because these are taken in a greenhouse, and my dad is Santa. And so they had this set with this frame, and so Santa and the kids sit in front of the frame, and then the alpacas can come in behind the frame, and everything's very kind of, farm like, the frame itself. And then in the background is this beautiful snowy kind of farm scene with the sunset, and the alpacas are wearing scarves. It's all super, super cute. But I just thought that the natural kind of wood went really well with it. I was toying with either using this side or the other side, which was that dark teal, which kind of matches the collection a little bit better. But I just felt like the colors in the photo are really subtle, and so I liked the more subtle background. And now you can see the big goof that I made. So the picture itself, the quality of the picture, it's printed out there. They just have some students taking the pictures, and then they print it out right there for you. And so the paper quality really isn't great. And those stickers that I have, those are scraps that are left over from a Simple Stories 12 by 12 sticker sheet. They actually stuck to the paper, even though I didn't stick them down. I just kind of laid them on top of the photo, which I do all the time. Just the type of paper and the quality of it, they stuck. It was a mess. It was awful. I ripped one of them. I had to turn the camera off and kind of gently scrape without lifting any of the photo. There's a few little spots, I think, where I scraped a little bit too hard. But anyways, I think I salvaged it. I was able to use those words. And so I kind of used that as my title. The one sticker said Very Merry, and then the other sticker said Happy Holiday. And so I thought it kind of worked together. So the title is Very Merry Happy Holiday. And I liked it better going across the bottom than where I had originally put it. So I think it works a little bit better there. Then I added those trees from the ephemera pack. So I only have 2 little pieces of ephemera left over. I added a craft bow up there at the top, and a little, it's actually a speech bubble, but I kind of hid the little pointy part under the layers. It says, "All I want for Christmas is you." And that was also from the ephemera pack. And now I'm just finishing it off with a scattering of sequins. They're from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and this little pack is just these beautiful soft pastel colors, and some of them are flowers and some of them are round. And so I dotted some of the flowers around because they kind of look like snowflakes to me. And then on the trees, I'm putting some of the round ones to look a little bit like snowflakes or baubles on the trees. So like a super, super simple layout. If I hadn't squished those stickers down and had to try to peel them up, I would have saved myself a lot of time. If I had maybe planned a little bit better, my layering of the washi tape, that probably would have saved me a little bit of time. But even with all of that, it was still super quick to put together, and I love how it turned out. So that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. There are links down below for you to check out everybody that's playing along with Baby Got Scraps all month long. Get inspired to use up all of your scraps. And yeah, that's it. So until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.
Bye. Thanks. Give me. She button. Time